It's David Guetta. Welcome to InTheMix.com. Well, most of the time, yeah, I feel that I'm really blessed that for all those years, I started to be a bedroom DJ when I was like 14. Practice my mixing every day after school, and my first job in a club was when I was 17. And it never stopped getting better and more exciting, and I still feel not only the same but even better about being a DJ, and it stays my absolute priority. And very often people ask me like, do you see yourself as a DJ or as a producer? And I really see myself as a DJ first. It's very important for me to play in clubs because in those huge shows, obviously, a lot of people they want to hear my big records, and even though I remix them, I make some special edits. I try to, otherwise, it would be even for myself. I need to, come with a different version of Love Is Gone because I played it a million times. I'm like, okay. Now it's a totally different time because of internet and everything. But when I started to be into house music, it was totally the beginning, and I was in France, and there was no scene in France. I was one of the first DJs to play this music. There was also Laurent Garnier, But it was like, the scene was like 5 people,
Right.
So it's a very different time, and I started to invite guest DJs, and I was probably the first club to do this. I was actually the first, and as I said in the movie, for me it was a way not to fill the club because people didn't know who those people were. When I was inviting Masters at Work and Frankie Knuckles and David Morales and Danny Tenaglia, DJ Pierre, all those guys that we created this music, and for me at the same time I could like watch them play and understand how they were doing it, and and it was incredible because you could not go on YouTube and check out the gig of this DJ. It didn't exist. So and I could not even buy house music in my own country. I had to go to London to buy records. For me, I don't really make a difference. I love music, and I really enjoy listening to the dark underground crazy instrumental record, and I really enjoy listening to a beautiful song, because I just love music. And of course, I'm more like a house music DJ, but I listen to lots of different type of music. And I think it's the case of most of the younger generation now, which is amazing because access to music is almost free now, and it's a good thing because like kids want to hear, and I used to hear so many different things, and it's a very positive moment because I think look, like trance sounds are mixing into house music, like hip hop is mixing into electro, and everything is kind of combining and everybody's together, and I think it's a very, very positive moment. There's been amazing house music at the beginning in Chicago, New York, and then techno, and then the rave scene, but it was like very much of a drug scene, and police went against it. And it's for some crazy reasons. For many years our music was seen as music for gay clubs or teenagers on pills, and of course this is where it was born, it's the truth, but come on, that was like 20 years ago, and of course there's something else too, and there's more than that, and it's not touching everybody, and I think it's great that finally, they're being a little more open.